Welcome to the Sea Ice Aware app. This app allows us to look at how sea ice has changed in the Arctic Sea and the Antarctic Sea. When we look at the metadata for the app, this tells us that the data for this app is coming from the National Snow and Ice Data Center and have data since the late 1970s, but this starts showing the data from 1980. So the way that this works, and I think the easiest way to interact with the app is by using this area up here where we can look at how sea ice has changed over time. Currently, the slider is set at present day, but if we want to see what ice looked like from 1980 moving forward, we can just simply use this to see how the ice has changed over time. So like right now, this is showing 1979. You can see that's showing up there, and it's telling us how the area of the sea ice, and by looking at that we can kind of see how things have changed. And I'm actually going to use some bigger steps so that we don't go through every single data point, but you can kind of again just see how ice is either growing or receding through the years, uh, essentially the last almost 50 years. Which is an interesting thing as a way of showing students and others how the global ice caps have changed. You can also interact with it over here. And again, notice that if you want to see any one of these, you just click on, this particular bar, and it will show you September of 1982. And if we kind of keep going over and clicking, it will show us sea ice at that particular moment. And sometimes it takes a minute for it there we go, to redraw. Down here, you can kind of see the monthly change in a chart format. So it's an interesting way of looking at how sea ice has changed in the Arctic and Antarctic. And if you want to look at the Antarctic, it's the same exact thing. You just switch it over to that tab, and you can look at the recession of ice over time. And there we have it. As we keep just going through, you can see how that has changed. You can also use this play button, and I tend not to like this because it moves very slowly, and I tend to be an impatient person, so I like to be able to move it on my own to see the different time periods, but this is definitely an option. So a really simple app, but it does a very effective job of showing how the poles have changed in terms of sea ice in the last 50 years.